Last time, it was a gospel singer. Now, it's an Islamic cleric. It's tragic to say, but we are a people filled with prayers, yet drowning in evil. This is the story of a young woman who was lured by a man she met on Facebook, only for her mutilated body to be discovered in a bowl inside his house. 25-year-old Hafsat Yetunde Lawal was in a celebratory mood. A final year student at the Kwara State College of Education. She had just completed her National Certificate of Education, that's NCE, in Chemistry and Integrated Science. She had even secured a teaching job at a private school while waiting for her next steps. But in a split second, everything would change. All of that was stolen by someone she met on Facebook. February 10th, 2025 was a Monday. Yetunde went to work as usual, teaching her students. She returned home around 12:30 p.m., got dressed and headed out to celebrate with a friend who had just given birth. At the naming ceremony, she was enjoying the food, chatting and celebrating with her friends. Then her phone rang. She excused herself, stepped away to take the call. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. When Yetunde didn't return home that night, her family panicked. They searched for her frantically. Friends called her phone, no answer. Text messages were unread. By the next day, her father, Ibrahim Lawal, reported her missing. The police got involved, tracking her phone records. They traced her last known call, and it led them straight to 29-year-old Abdurrahman Mohammed Bello, an Islamic cleric from Ilorin. Abdul wasn't just anyone. He was the son of a well-known cleric who had passed away in December of the previous year. He had connected with Yetunde on Facebook, gained her trust, and convinced her to meet him. No one knows exactly what happened when she stepped into his house, but what we do know is she never walked out. When police knocked on Abdul's door, he played innocent at first. He claimed he had no idea who or where she was. Then, when pressed further, he spun another lie. He said she had actually visited him but tragically died from an asthma attack. How convenient. But when officers searched his house, what they found was beyond horrifying. Inside his house, officers found Yetunde's dismembered remains. Her body was cut into pieces and stuffed into a bowl. Some body parts were missing, and the tools used to butcher her, a machete, an axe, and even a wooden table, were right there in his room. And as if that wasn't horrifying enough, investigators suspect this wasn't his first time. He had charms, black soap, and other ritualistic items scattered around his apartment. It looked like he was using human body parts for money rituals. And before we continue, let's talk about the complete lack of professionalism from the Nigerian police, because they can't afford gloves ni. Why were officers using black leather to touch surfaces instead of proper gloves, contaminating evidence like it's just another regular day? It was honestly frustrating to watch. This isn't just another case. A young woman was brutally murdered. The least they could do was handle the crime scene properly. Anyways, it's safe to say this guy is literally a respected Islamic teacher by day and a cold-blooded killer by night. So the question is, how many others had fallen into his trap before Yetunde? And how did he manage to lure them in? Some people believe the way Yetunde left the ceremony without even telling the friend she was with seemed unnatural, almost like she was in a trance. They think he might have hypnotized her over the phone because with these so-called religious men, nothing is off the table. We often talk about the dangers of the internet, but stories like this make it all too real. Yetunde thought she was just meeting a friend. She had no idea she was walking straight into the hands of a killer. Her father, Alhaji Ibrahim, was devastated. He revealed that Yetunde was already in a serious relationship. In fact, her boyfriend had been planning to officially ask for her hand in marriage. So she had no reason to be looking for love or companionship elsewhere. So what exactly did Abdul tell her that made her rush to see him? Now, instead of planning a wedding, her family is holding prayers for her soul. I can't imagine the pain of losing a child in such a horrific way, and I hope I never have to. All her years of education, all the sacrifices her family made, wasted in an instant. It's easy to think this could never happen to me, but the truth is, danger doesn't always look like danger. This man seemed ordinary, calm, collected, even smiling in photos. But beneath that harmless exterior is a monster. How many more are out there right now, waiting for their next victim? At the end of the day, why do we keep running to all these alphas and pastors every time we have a problem? Be honest, if not for seeking miracles, would most people even go to them? But here is a thought. Why not go to God yourself? Because let's be real, only you know how badly you want what you are praying for. Instead of putting your trust in people who could easily be wolves in sheep's clothing, why not speak directly to the one who actually answers prayers? You might just get your answer faster, and most importantly, you will be safe. This is more than just another tragic story. It's a wake-up call. Social media has made meeting people easier, but at what cost? We hear these stories all the time, yet people still trust strangers they barely know. How many more lives must be lost before we take online safety seriously? Abdul is now in police custody, and Yetunde's family is demanding justice, not just for Yetunde, but so that no other family would have to endure this kind of pain. The Kwara State Commissioner of Police confirmed that Abdul has confessed, admitting he discarded some of her remains in a public dustbin somewhere. Yetunde's story is truly heartbreaking, but sadly, it's not unique. How many more young women will fall into the traps of predators hiding behind fake smiles? Social media is a powerful tool, but it's also a hunting ground for people like Abdul. Not everyone who slides into your DMs has good intentions. Not everyone who sends you a friend request has good intentions. Not every friend is really a friend. Have you ever had a sketchy experience with someone you met online? What precautions do you take to stay safe? Let us know, please, in the comment section. Let's turn this tragedy into a conversation that could save someone's life. May Yetunde's soul rest in perfect peace. So that's it for this case, guys. If you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life cases. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.